We are now at Growth Asia Summit, and we have just heard from Alicia Ng, the VP and Head of R&D of Wider Asia at Haleon, so previously known as GSK Consumer Health, right? So Alicia talked about the harmonization of regulations amongst the ASEAN countries within Southeast Asia in her presentation, and now we will revisit some of the key points. All right, so Alicia, the ASEAN harmonization of technical standards for traditional medicines and health supplements is an ongoing initiative that started many years ago.
18 years ago, actually,
18
to
years
be precise.
ago, 2004. So what is the final goal of the harmonization process?
Okay, so the final goal is for economic integration among the ASEAN member states. So this is a top-down initiative by the ASEAN heads of states, and the goal is really to establish the ASEAN region as a single market and production base with common technical standards for product quality, safety, and also the way you communicate to consumer. So everything should be harmonized in a consistent manner, and this would be good for consumers having the same level of quality and safety for the products, and for the industry it will reduce the complexities in the production and also reducing the cost of the goods as well.
I see. So could you give one example as to how this harmonization will make it easier and reduce the complexities for the industry players?
So for the industry, if all the countries in ASEAN adopt the same kind of technical standard, right? So you can have one formulation, for example. You don't need to customize for different requirements in different countries. So then you can produce in a much larger scale and therefore reducing the complexities.
I see. I guess this is something that many companies will look forward to, right? Yes, and I also understand that the 10 ASEAN countries, they have already agreed on 10 annexes relating to product quality, labeling, and safety. So what's the next step that we can look forward to?
So after they have all agreed on a technical standard, now they have to go through a series of legal processes. For example, right now, each of the ASEAN states, they have to go through a process called Instruments of Full Power. After this, then they will assign the signatory for the agreement to be signed. Once the agreement is signed, then there is this ratification process, which is another legal process. And then after that, they will have 5 years for each of the national authorities to implement this into their national regulations.
The 10 annexes, right?
Yes.
Into their regulations, I see. And we mentioned at the start that this has been a very long process, 18 years. So actually, what's the challenges, slowing down the process, and how can the industry work together to speed up the process?
Right. So it's a very complex process because it's a group of people of different background coming together. So first of all, you have the diverse economic differences, the capability differences among the member states, and also the different people coming from either food or drug background. They will come to a table with different principles in mind. So for example, just on one annex, which is on the nutrition and health claims, so the people coming from the food and the pharma background, they have different kinds of standard in their mind based on their experience. So therefore, it's very difficult, and it took them almost 8 years to come to a conclusion on this annex alone.
Wow. I think it's interesting to see that people from similar but different backgrounds coming together. So the working committee comprises of people coming from the drug pharma background, food, and also nutraceutical background. So the three of them.
Yeah, because the health supplement is being governed by different authorities in ASEAN. For example, in Singapore, it's a HSA, which is a drug authority. And then in some countries, like Philippines, it's by the food authority.
I see. I see. Okay, no wonder this has made it so challenging. Yes, all right. Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you for your time to explain.